Yeah, that was funny.
Casey, what you got on? You caught up yet?
Yeah. I'm good. I kind of just have my brain wrapped around everything. I definitely would say we all use pop. You can use different terms to describe what he's talking about, what we're all talking about. We're using the word manipulation, but in this world today, you have to have some type of charisma. Like you got to have some type of, I hate to use the word finesse, but you do. It comes with how Marcus was explaining with moving around this world. You sell yourself in a job interview, right? You sell yourself if you have a product to sell. You're essentially not only selling the product, but you're also selling yourself so that the person not only wants to buy the product, but they want to support you and get behind whatever cause or whatever thing that you have going on. So I think all of us in different ways are always continuously finessing, using our charisma, using all the thrills and wilds about us, whether it's our feminine energy or whether it's our masculine bravado. We're all doing that in different ways. We sell ourselves and we do that to get into relationships. When we are interested in someone, we are putting on our best face, as they say. We are giving the best top tier version of ourselves and what we know to sell ourselves to that individual. If you go back to school, if you're trying to make a team, you're looking at the competition like, how am I going to rise above and be the cream of the crop? How am I going to stand out? How am I going to be above the rest? And that doesn't stop throughout life in every single category. It's competitive. The world is competitive in every single category. So it's always someone trying to sell to you or you trying to sell to someone else, but we're always using the things and the gifts that God has given us, the things that about our personalities that we realize at a young age that people like. When people have humor in their bag of tricks, you know that they use humor to open doors for themselves. They don't turn that off. They'll crack a joke in the middle of church. They have pastors that are really funny. They get their congregation and grow their congregation by letting people let down their guard and have that sense of humor. You have people that have different things about their personality that they realize is their calling card. That is their golden ticket. So when you realize certain things about you beyond your physical, whatever that may be, but when it comes down to it, your gift of gab, the things about your personality, your strengths within who you are and your DNA of your personality, your makeup of your personality, you are going to use that to open doors, whether it may be personal or business or whatever, family, it doesn't matter. Every single arena, we are going to use what we have to essentially get what we want.
Do y'all know the ultimate manipulator? Titties.
Yeah, I'm glad he just turned his camera off because that's not it.
That's stupid! You're stupid! Stop being stupid!
I thought he was gonna say religion.
Does anybody else want to add to this?
No, titties, bro.
Andrea, Ruth, y'all want to add to this before we move to the next topic?
I mean, men always say that we use makeup to manipulate ourselves, and men use cars and money and success to, boost their market value up. So yes, we all do it, but it's important that you have like life experience or study people or understand people. Don't be so naive so that you can learn when it's happening and how to move. Sometimes it's like people don't, when they're dating, they don't know how to read between the lines. Like, for example, if a guy says, I want to go with the flow, that means he doesn't want to get into a relationship. And unfortunately, women don't, it's like they want to hear what they want to hear, or they don't know, or they're naive. So it's like, well, I like him. He look good. So I'm just try to convince him. I'm going to manipulate him to get him to want to be in a relationship with me. And she ends up losing. So don't easily don't easily be manipulated means sometimes you're trying to manipulate the person so much that you're the one that get played. So it's just important to be more genuine. If, let's say, for the example that you guys said, when she was trying to trick him to go to the gym, if they had a conversation about it afterwards, like, oh, I just did that, then that'll be more genuine to me that you could just say, this is what I did. I did it to get you to come to the gym. Now, can you come with me or something like that? Versus I'm going to keep trying to trick you every single time to go.
So are you saying the man is being manipulated by the woman when he says, let's just go with the flow, and the woman tries to get him to want to be with her? Or do you think the man is manipulating her?
They both are.
How is he manipulating her? He's like, let's go with the flow.
Go with the flow is like, if we could keep going, the way a woman hears it is like, if you keep messing with me, you just might get what you want.
But that's true.
It's not
You
true.
might get it.
It's from the jump. I don't want nothing. I don't want no relationship. And nobody will say that, so we don't know.
But it's a might. You know, a lot of, me and Marcus talk about this. Sometimes we end up waking up in a relationship because you around us so much. So the might and the go with the flow isn't manipulative. It's a might. It's a maybe.
You say that, don't you?
No, I don't say go with the flow. I don't have to go through all that. I'm gonna say I don't want you, and you still gonna have sex with me.
Right, but if you saying go with the flow, that means your intention when you saw her, you didn't see a wife, you saw somebody you could bust down. So therefore, saying you might get a relationship. Yeah, she might get a relationship, but if she wants a ring, she's not getting a ring. So depends on what everybody wants.
Yeah. I just don't think it's manipulation if he's being honest. Like we could go with the flow, it's whatever. And if you as a woman have standards and requirements, you're gonna say, no, that's not what I want. But a lot of times women don't know what they want. So they get mad at men for not giving them what they want, but they ain't even asked for nothing. And then they turn around and start whining about how the man manipulated them. And the man ain't did nothing. He was honest. You just and you kind of like said that you want something to happen, and you said that, and the man never said it. I'm just saying I don't think the man is manipulative in that situation.
Here's the tricky part. If he says go with the flow and you say I want a relationship and you stay, you are basically saying that you're willing to do it his way. But she felt like she said it and that's what she should get. And therefore, when she stays and she doesn't get a relationship, then she feels manipulated. Because it's like a gray area.
Well, all he really has to say is I don't have sex with, I don't have casual sex. So the only time I'm okay with having sex is when I'm in a relationship. So now you kind of like put him in a situation where he has to be your boyfriend in order to get some ass. So now that's a standard, right? And he can't get past the standard, get around the standard, because go with the flow, you either gonna be my boyfriend or not. And if you don't want to be, you know what I'm saying? So we can go with the flow, but you ain't getting no ass.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why you have to know what you're doing. If you don't, then this is why they think men are trash and all that, because they didn't understand the rules. They don't understand it.
So let's get Sweeney in there, and let's get Andre in there. Let's get Andre in there, and let's get Sweeney in there, because Andrea been waiting.
So I think that life is about the art of manipulation. I don't know if you guys have ever read the book 40 Laws of Power, but for the most part, manipulation is how you get jobs, is how you get finances, depending on what you're in a relationship for. I think it's really just an art form. And if you master the art form of manipulation, then I think you have everything you ever want in life, and you have everything in the palm of your hand. I personally think that most women go about relationships by manipulating men for good or for bad, depending on what they want. I mean, when we think about historically speaking, like Cleopatra manipulated men. That's how she gained kingdoms, and that's how she gained money, and that's how she gained, all the things that she had at her fingertips. So I don't think that as long as it's responsibly done and as long as everyone is consenting adults, I don't think that there's anything wrong with manipulation. As long as it's done in a healthy way and nobody is being harmed, I don't really see the harm of it. I think as far as women is concerned, because of the fact that only 30% of us actually orgasm during sex, I think most of the time it's about manipulation when it comes to men. I think that we like men and we think that they can be attractive sometimes. But for the most part, since the beginning of time, manipulation of men has been what it's been about. I mean, yeah, men can be nice to marry, but for the most part, it's some type of gain by marrying them. So I think that manipulation can be very healthy when it comes to women and the things that we want and the things that we need, because men don't put our needs first and they don't prioritize what we want. So we have to resort to other tactics to get the things that we want and the things that we need. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that.